Hey everybody, hey everybody, hey everybody. Let me see your transcript. Your very favorite history teacher. Can you hear me? Ugh, can y'all hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. It's been a crazy day. Where's Where's my bestie? How are y'all doing? I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. It was originally supposed to be at 10 p.m. Central. And then someone reminded me that Chris Rock is going to be on Saturday Night Live. And so that would be during our regularly scheduled time. So I said, no, we're going to come on at 9 p.m. And I was over here helping my family pack. My brother went back to my aunt's house. Then she went to my cousin's house. So it's oh Lord, it's me and boy in here, and I thought I'd just finally sit down, drink something, eat something, and then I get a text saying, "Aren't you supposed to be live right now?" I was like, "Oh Lord, I'm so," and like people are waiting. I was like, "Oh no, they're gonna hate me." Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Barbara J. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Where's Roxanne? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Did y'all get a chance to see the speech? Hey Medina. Oh, you gave me that look, Medina. Hey Moni No Love, Jacqueline, Angela, Barbara, Christine. I might need to give some of y'all my numbers just like, hey, we over here, we waiting. What you doing? Well, I wanted to talk tonight, ladies, about we talked briefly on Friday Night Live, and was mentioning Kiki Palmer, who was basically I don't know if it's probably not canceled, but criticized for having a white boyfriend. And someone showed a picture of her kissing her white boyfriend, who happens to be some Dutch rapper, you know. Uh, but I just noticed that it seems that black women get a lot more vitriol or anger when they date outside their race than when black men date outside their race. There are comments by black women when black men do date outside their race, but it seems their explanation for dating or marrying their spouse seems to be a very good enough reason. Like, oh, I didn't see love. We were high school sweethearts. We've been together forever. Um, and so then people kind of like move on. But when it was like, when it's a black woman, it's like, oh, all, the whole, it's like black women destroyed the whole race or something. I remember when, I remember when Serena Williams, who for years, lovely, beautiful, dark skinned black woman, and people used to call her and her sister transgender women, that they were really men, that they were ugly. But then when Serena Williams gets engaged and then gets married to a white man, it's like, oh no, we lost our sister. Like, wait a minute, y'all didn't even like her like that. Oh, we done lost her. This, and then black women who dated outside the race were like called bed wenches, or like they were somehow like Sally Hemings, or somehow they were breaking up and hurting black families. And it's like, wait a minute, why are we getting this double standard? And then on top of that, some of your, I think it was Lil Wayne and 50 Cent in one of their Instagrams was talking about, oh, I like, black girl women are okay, but I like exotic women. I can go anytime to get a black woman off the corner or in my old neighborhood, but that's all I ever saw was black women. I like exotic women. And I'm just like, wow. So we're not exotic enough. We're average. And then you want to go get an exotic looking woman so you're stereotyping both of us, basically. So, hey, Roxanne.
So nice of you to join us.
Forgive me, sister. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
No problem. It happens.
I'm just like, I just saw your message. You was like, did you forget the time? And I'm looking at the time like, oh my God, I forgot.
What were you doing? Moving?
Moving people. Well, helping people move out.
Mm-hmm. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. This lady is not. Here's my wonderful co-host, Roxanne.
Hello.
What were you doing? Moving?
Huh? Is there a delay?
No, that was my phone. I had to turn
okay.
it down. Yeah.
All right. No, I was helping my brother move back to my aunt's house. And then I was getting my aunt. Before that, I was getting my aunt ready for my cousin to come pick her up. So that's what I've been doing all day, So it's finally it's just me here and the boy. And now the only thing left for me to do, like I said, I had grass and eat real quick. I need to vacuum, do my own laundry, clean up for myself, which is fine. Because I can take my time. I'm in no hurry. Because it's just me and the boy. Boy to
and
dog.
make it a bachelorette pad again.
Yes. a Kimlerette pad. Is that a word? No, I just made a word. It doesn't make no sense. Medina, what did me say, Medina? Yeah, if a black woman is educated and with a black men get truly upset. It's not like our fault that they choose Yes. And then if we're educated, they don't, not all the time, but some of the black men don't want to be with us. And if they're educated or have more money, they have their options for who they date and who they marry open up too. And the same thing happens for us. And I kind of feel like, and there's this old thing about statistics about, hey, look at, black women, we don't have as many choices because the black men are in jail, or they're outside their race, or they're gay. And it's like, okay, so if we have these less likely to have these choices, then maybe we should date outside our race. Maybe we should. The thing is, some of us want a black man. We love black men. But it's like some of them, whether or not they're gay or for whatever the reason, don't see us as a choice. But I just feel like it's wrong to say, hey, you're the reason why there's poor choices in black families. Like, really? It's all our fault? Like, what's all the name calling and all the kind of stuff? And, I don't know. What do you think, Roxanne?
It's not for me. But I think you should just love who you love. I mean, I don't think it makes a difference. I don't know if y'all knew about the Lovings back in the law passed in 1967. They actually got married in DC, but they were from Virginia. They were an interracial couple, and they fought for years, and they were even locked up, jailed for being married. And they ran them out of Virginia. and they ended up having to come and stay in DC until they could get. I think the Supreme Court ruled in 1967.
You're correct. He was
Mm-hmm.
a white man, right? And she was a black woman.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. And they had children, and it was awful. It was awful.
And I remember a case. I want to say 2011. There was a white justice of the peace in Louisiana who still would not give who would not marry interracial couples because he said it was against his beliefs, and he ended up having to resign because he technically was violating a Supreme Court ruling from
Exactly.
1967.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's absolutely ludicrous. People love who they love. I'm not
But is
mad if.
it? Oh, no, go ahead.
I said I'm not mad if a black guy has a white female, or if a black woman has a white male. I really, that's them. If they if they love it, if they like it, I love it. Just
I
not
guess
for me.
in a way, I shouldn't have an issue, but I kind of do. I guess because I do see more black men dating and marrying outside their race, and then I see certain stars. I find out later on that their husband is white. Like I didn't know Alfred Woodard's husband was white. But I kind of feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like some of these movie stars or sometimes rappers,
Eve,
football players, basketball, like they move up, and it's like immediately the first thing they do, they get either a white girl or a Hispanic girl, and I'm just like, okay, is that because you have more choices now, or because you really love this person, or is it a status thing?
I think it can be all of those. I've heard men say that black women are too headstrong for them, and white women are more subservient. I've heard that before. And in that case, if that's how a man feels, then he really isn't the man for me. He wouldn't be the man for me anyway.
So they're looking for someone to live up to a stereotype? Because I know some white women that are not subservient at all.
We all do. But in their mind, that's what they think. And would you really want to date somebody who thought like that? No.
No. I really don't. But I also wonder about
the vice president is married to a white guy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I knew that I think when they announced her. Yeah, I saw her husband next to her. I was like, oh, okay.
I think we're gonna see more and more of that blending of the race. And I think maybe that's a good thing.
But is it still going to address racism and white oppression? Because there are people. I'm sorry. I worked with a lady. She liked black men. She was white. And she had biracial children. But she said some really racist shit sometimes. I could be looking at her like crazy. Like, wait a minute. Like, how? Wait. I'm confused.
Wow.
Because even Strom Thurmond, who was a very racist congressman, he had a black child. That don't necessarily stop him from being racist.
No. I mean, but if you marry someone that you know is a racist, that's on you. Why would you do something like that? If I were to have a white man, it would be one that is woke on the issues.
He would be woke. Yeah,
he would definitely have to, understand where I'm coming from and be woke on the issues and willing to stand up for me. And if I couldn't get that, I don't know. I just like black men. That's my preference. I love brothers. Nothing like a
Now let me
brother.
ask you this question. You just brought a really good thing. You said preference. Now I can say my preference is black men, but whoever loves Kimberly and treats Kimberly right, and I love them, then that's who the person I'm going to be with, regardless of color.
You should. But I have a preference.
But you have a preference, okay?
Hmm.
What about black men who say, I don't have anything against black women, but my preference is Asian girls or mixed girls? Is it really a preference or is it a racism issue or a colorism issue?
I think it's a preference.
Really?
I prefer to date black men. They prefer to date Asian women.
Okay, but what if they say, oh, I'm dating the Asian women because of a stereotype about Asian women and then a stereotype against black women? Is it racist then? Or is it just a
It's not
preference
race.
with
I
you?
think it's stupid. If you believe the well, that would be like me saying, well, I only date black men because they have big penises. And we all know that that is not the truth.
Yeah, that's not the truth, unfortunately. I've been surprised.
So that's just ignorant. It's not racist. You just ignorant as hell.
Trisha says, I'm not dating anyone who's white who's trying to be black. I mean, that's true, but you can have someone who is white and they're still white, but they are understanding that black lives do matter. Which I think some of the parents of black children, especially the white mothers, whether they have them naturally or adopt, they're really understanding these last 3 to 4 years that, oh, my child can get stopped by the police even though I told them to be respectful and still get shot. Like I think they're getting
Right. And
like,
even though
oh,
I'm his
okay.
white mother. Right.
Or their boyfriends who are black that might not come home, or black husbands, I think some of them are getting it. But then on the other hand, you have things like the Attorney General of Kentucky, who's married to Mitch McConnell's granddaughter. Well, I don't think. Yeah,
Could
I
you
don't think she
imagine
probably
being
gets it.
oof,
I don't think. I
man,
think
I
she
know.
probably still thinks the same, and he's gone to the other side. Same thing with Candace Owens. She's married a white man, and she's fully gone to the other side. Believes major Trumpster, major Republican, and so I don't know. It's
Man.
what did you say?
She may need a white man. Somebody might end up killing her ass.
Roxanne. Roxanne.
I'm just saying I would. I'd
You
end up
would?
shaking the shit out of her because I can see how it would go with her mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and she
But knowing
always
her,
she always thinks she's right and
mm-hmm,
all.
yeah.
And she wouldn't shut up. I could see me shaking the shit out of her.
Oh
Shut
Lord.
up. I'm terrible. Mm.
Okay, and I don't believe that's racist. It's my person.
She's a
Okay,
device
Trisha.
person.
Trisha is the same as you, Roxanne. Hey, Mad Church Disease. Don't worry, Mad Church Disease. I was late to my own live. You're actually on time.
Yeah, I think she's just a divisive person altogether. I couldn't tolerate because I don't have the patience, really. And it really doesn't matter what color they are. Someone
Wait.
as divisive as she is and
Yeah.
argumentative and
Mm-hmm.
oh, I couldn't do it. I don't have the patience for that shit.
But she,
I really
but she
don't.
married another MAGA person. They both
Good,
wear the MAGA
good.
hats and go to the stuff. So,
She deserves him. I hope they're happy together and I hope they raise little mega children.
oh no, poor children, poor children. Hey, Mad Church Disease, no problem. We understand. But I don't know. I just feel like interracially dating should be I think it should be easier or more understandable in 2020, but it seems to be just as complex as it was 10, 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, I think it. Well, only
Man,
because the
churches need to
president
be
has
said
brought
no
us
more.
here. Only because the president has brought it where it is now. We've never been this divided, and if we were divided, we didn't know we were divided. Let me just say that. But I think as time goes on, it'll. I hope so. Oof, ignorance does run deep, though. But I think when children are educated, I hope they're less likely to believe,
I hope so. Bullshit. I mean, as they have diverse group of classmates in high school and especially in college, I hope so. But it seems like in 2016, I thought everybody young just voted like their parents.
Well, Justice is a Republican.
Why? Did you say why?
I don't want to know.
I think you didn't even ask him why. He just said he was.
Yeah, I think it's just to piss me off. But he voted Democrat this time. He didn't vote Republican. He didn't vote for Trump.
Okay. Wait, you say you think he just doing to piss you off?
I really do. So when he says things like that, I just ignore it. Like, okay. But he like really reads, keeps up with politics and I was like, okay.
That's good. That'll be an interesting thing to ask. Like, why did you vote for Bush? Cause Baba, he's like, he just to piss you off. White men are more apprehensive about approaching Black women now. Really? What do you think about the Black men who preference is white women? Do you think they're apprehensive in that situation? I mean, like, if she get mad, she just call the police on them.
My brother has dated white women as long as I can remember. I can't even count 5 Black women that he ever dated. All white women. And I can say that most of them were really nice people. Their families might not have been nice all of the time, but they were really nice people.
Now I have a cousin, which he's more cousin by marriage, really. And all I've only seen him dealt mostly with white women. I think I met one Black woman that he was with. And I just have a feeling, though, this is just my personal opinion, I feel like he's the type of guy, he's looking for the stereotypical white girl that's submissive so he can tell her what to do. One was a principal and he was very abusive to her. She was very nice. Then later on, I think he tried to be a pimp. I don't know. Some whatever. Stereotypical 80s, stereotypical 80s something. And they were white girls. And then he got married, and I think it was second marriage, and she was a white girl, and I liked her. She was really sweet. I really like her. She actually, when is she watching this right now? Maybe not. She watches my Tuesday live show, on Narcissist, and like I really like her. She's very sweet, but she's kind of hoodish, but he's hoodish too, so. I think it works out, but I just kind of wonder. That's what I'm saying.
Does talk to them any kind of way, and from time to time, I have to remind him that I am not your girlfriend, and I have to jump in that ass and set him straight. Maybe like once a year. Because I've heard how he talks to them, and my daughter has heard how he talks to them, and it's not very nice. I would never put up with that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you said my brother's not was married to it. He says to be. Why you say that, Christine? Why you say that? You might. Okay. I don't know. I just kind of feel, and sometimes I see the white girls like he was with. And one time I wanted to tell one of them, like, run, get away. And I've even seen other black men out with white women, and you look at the white woman and you like, she looks sad. She was upset. And like you just want to say, run, sis, run. Like, run. Do you not know?
But this is the thing with my brother.
Is this the only black man you ever dated?
As many white women as my brother has dated, he has no children. He's never been married and has no children. You said something. Yeah, I think so too, Medina. They try to make excuses. And they don't have to. Like, like, we can mind our own business or whatever. But my thing is this. If you're going to date outside your race, okay. But don't be disrespectful to black women. Or black people in general. That's your business on who you want to date. But like
don't
that
be
Tommy
like saying
Sotomayor, whoever the hell he is. That nigga right there. He needs his ass whipped.
It's like I feel like we're blamed. It's our fault if you're dating outside your race because we're just so this. But then when we do it, it's like, oh, you're a horrible person. Sometimes y'all asses are too independent. That's true. I do think so as well. And it's gonna take a real good man to kind of like saying, hey, you don't have to be independent all the time. And then some of us are hard-headed and we need to stop being so independent. But right now for me, I'm just looking for a guy a black man, like I said, like Roxanne said, preferably, but I'm open to other races. I am independent, but it's hard being independent all the time. And I want someone else that either is equally yoked or less someone that, that I can just, be myself or just let down my guard with,
Well, I think it's okay for you need to know how to be independent. But when you have to be.
Yeah, when I have to be. But can I get someone else to depend on sometime if I need it,
There's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I can do both. I can go either way.
You shame on yourself, man.
He ain't lying. I don't have not one niece or nephew from him.
Do you really think so, Medina? I'm sorry. I'm in the chat again. I'm sorry, y'all. Can you see the chat, Roxanne?
Yeah. I'm not reading it.
Oh,
right
okay.
Now. Wow.
Hey, Life is Late. I'm glad you're here. I've been missing you. You know what I've been missing? Where's Understanding? I'm sorry, Christine, you had to deal with that. I'm so sorry. Anything you want to ask or say, Roxanne? I don't want to. I'm trying to be less rude.
No, I'm good.
Because, I've been told I talk over people and I'm rude to you and Marcellus. And I need to work on that.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Inside
Yeah.
joke.
Mad church disease. I'm traditional too. I want a strong man that can lead. I don't want to lead. I don't have to be in charge all the time. And my husband actually makes better decisions than I do anyway. So it would be in my best interest to let him make most of the decisions. But I mean, he does ask me my opinion, what I think does matter. But one thing about it is that if he makes a decision and it's the wrong decision, he can fix it. So it's the worst thing when you have a man that makes a bad decision and then you have to help fix.
Oh my goodness, I hate that for me.
Yeah.
And see, this is
Or
what
fix
I
it
think
yourself.
I finally got what I want and need in life. I do want a man that, I guess in a way, even though I'm like independent, 21st century woman, whatever, I do want a traditional relationship. I want but can the man, like you said, be like your husband, Jay, makes good decisions. And like you said, I don't want to have to, he make a decision is wrong and then I had to help you clean it up. I don't want, no. Cause it's like, to me, I feel like then it's like you're my child, not my man.
Exactly. And that's one thing that I
And
will
that's what I
never
don't want.
have is a male who it seems like I'm his mother. That's I can't do it. I can't do it. What do I need you for?
Yeah.
Just some ping? No. I'll go without first.
I definitely can understand that, girl. Y'all hit the like button.
But I tell Jay all of the time, if he goes before I do, God forbid, I will never remarry ever. I wouldn't even try, and not in these days and times. Well, you don't have to be a housewife
Yeah, I don't
to
want to be
have
a
a husband
housewife,
that leads.
but yeah.
I'm one because that's what I want to be. But anytime I feel like going back to work, he'd be happy to see me go.
Yeah, because a man can still lead and still, we both can be work.
Right.
Kimberly, you're going to need a man who is afraid to smack you on the ass every time you feel the need to correct some shit.
Oh yeah, Kim. I think that might drive him crazy. You gotta work on that. Let him be wrong.
But what if it's wrong about some stuff that's gonna be hurtful later?
Well, you have to pick your battles. Only correct him when it's like detrimental or can cost you later.
Yeah, that's true.
But if he says the sky is green, you don't need to. Just let it be green. It's not that important. You don't have to correct every single thing.
Okay. You're right. And from mad church disease, I like to get smacked, so I don't know. What did you say, Medina? I'll be the woman and the pretty one. I'm men that are the man and the strong one. I want to be part of a man, and we have each other's back. I can't want to correct you every 5 minutes. You know what? Okay. I guess I can't correct him. He said I don't want to correct. I should be correcting him. My friends claim that I spoil children in the past. I'm truly a Southern Belle relationship. I think sometimes though I have a hard time turning off the teacher, and I just need to let that go.
Just learn to pick your battles. That's all.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but sometimes I don't even bring up certain subjects because, like, I know someone it's gonna get into an argument, or someone's gonna get upset, and then we each have to have the last word.
About like what? On what subject?
Well, you're always missing them because you're still asleep. But Mad Church Disease has witnessed some of the.
What were they about?
I can't even remember. It was just some weird stuff. Something Daryl will say, and then I'll say back, and then it's like we're arguing for like 10-15 minutes. And I'm just like, dude, why did you even bring this up? You know how I am.
It must be about the gay culture.
No, it's not about. It could be, girl. It could be anything. Man, Church Disease. What was the last? And I don't think we fought or anything or had an argument the last. Because after a while, I just started saying, okay, he wants to argue or I want to argue or we both want to have the last word. So, and then Mad Church Disease says, I need you two to stop fighting. Well, he's like stuck in the middle, and then you're not there. You're usually asleep.
I like when Daryl says, Kim. Kim,
you can meet someone who accepts you good and not so good. That's true. But then you are not being yourself and you're dumbing yourself down. I don't know if it's dumbing myself down. It's just that sometimes, like they said, I don't have to always like correct people or
Marjorie Harris.
take that class.
Let me tell you, we are not asking her to dump herself down. But some of the stuff that she corrects, it ain't that important. It's not.
But what about when I get corrected? Can y'all just not?
When do we correct you? We don't correct her like that. See?
Wait, your last one when you was kept correcting Daryl? Was it in the morning or was it in the? I don't know. I probably was. When he got back because I had too many strawberries.
Let me give y'all an example. Marjorie Harris, let me give you an example. So we have this thread going on all day long. We'll come and post in the thread, the four of us. So I don't read the thread all day long. So I post this, I'll throw something in there. The last 2 times I put something in there, she had to come and tell me that Daryl had already put it in there. Well, clearly, if I knew Daryl had already put it in there, I wouldn't have put it in there. But just ignore it. Okay?
And I'm glad you told me.
Twice. Just ignore me.
I'm sorry. And I'm glad you told me.
She did the same thing to Marcellus. Didn't she, Marcellus? Yep, she did. She did the same thing. That's the kind of stuff we talking about.
Okay. But I'm glad you told me. You were like, Kimberly, I don't always see everything in the chat. So if I post it again, you don't need to correct me. And so now I know that. So like, okay, that's something Roxanne doesn't need me to do. So if I do see you post again, it doesn't need to be corrected.
No, just ignore me.
Okay.
See, that kind of thing, y'all. It's nothing serious.
Okay. Marjorie, you said my family hates it. Lo siento, Marjorie. Bad choices.
No, she doesn't do it to be mean.
I really don't do it to be mean. I really don't.
It's just that's just how her brain thinks. Yeah, sometimes I don't even think she knows she's doing it.
You know what? I really do, because sometimes I wonder about that too. I was like, do I need to go see the doctor or something? Because y'all keep saying I keep doing things over and over again, but I don't realize I'm doing it. at the time. So
I don't think it's something you need to see no doctor over. I just think you just need to pay attention.
You're right.
You know how we just do stuff and we just don't think about it? We just do it. It's just automatic. I think it's one of them things. Because you're a teacher, just like you said.
Well, I'm glad I could make you laugh, Nurse Churches, because I think sometimes I ask you questions and I think like, oh, he's gonna get upset with me. Oh, something I want to ask y'all. Why do y'all think? I put Kamala on my thumbnail. When people who didn't know that her husband was white, were they just trying to find something to not like about her because she was a woman, or because they just didn't like her politics? It was like, oh, she's married to a white man, so it's like, oh, she's not black enough. And it was like, oh, she's not an African American descendant of slaves. She's half Jamaican and half Indian from India. Oh, she's not black enough. Like, do you think that they were just trying to find some stuff to not like about her, and they just used her white husband as excuse?
Possibly.
I
mean, it's like they always try to find something. Remember, Obama wasn't a U.S. citizen because he was, you know, he was a Muslim. And if he was a Muslim, what difference does it make?
But the thing was, I was hearing it from black people, and a lot of them were black men. And it was like, wait a minute, were y'all mad at her now? But I don't know. It's like some of them were taking it personally.
Yes, Marcellus. Daryl and his fires. Whew, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, some women are jealous. Okay. You got anything else you want to say, Roxanne? I know everyone was loving your advice. You gave really good advice last week. Yeah, if you wasn't here last week, please go look at I'm not saying she's a gold digger. I'm not saying I'm a gold digger, ladies' night. It was really good. Roxanne was giving us some really truth last week. Life is like that fine white man she married to. Some men have a problem with women in power, think that's sexy. Okay. That's true.
But if I were Marcellus could be with her. But if I was a man, I couldn't be with her. She wouldn't be. Well, I guess it depends on how down to earth she is. But see, Marcellus will love a woman like that. Somebody to challenge him mentally. Because she didn't need to.
Some tried to say that about her, like, oh, why is her arms out? One man even commented on her butt. And I was like, dude, yeah, she has a really big butt. Like, what does that have to do with her being first lady?
Yeah, and why can't her arms be out?
Because all the other first ladies never had their arms out before. Like,
so what?
Okay, good question, Matt Charles Disease. I think we had covered it a little bit before you arrived.
Maybe she thinks she didn't find her equal.
Some studies say that Black women within the Black community have less likely to find a partner. So either the men are dating outside their race, or they're gay, or they're in jail, which I don't know. I think maybe we generalize that too much. So that makes us less likely to have a marriageable, a partner. And so, and since Black men are more likely to, actually, studies show that Black men and actually Asian women are actually more likely to date outside their race, which leaves Asian men and actually Black women less likely to find a partner. And so if I was less likely to find a partner within my own community, then I have to weigh my options. Do I stay here and possibly be single or alone, or do I venture outside of my race to find someone? Roxanne, this might be a question for you. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't. Well, you can. I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can look outside your race. I mean, that's always an option. That wouldn't be an option for me.
Mm-hmm. But why?
Because I prefer Black men.
But why do you prefer Black men? I think that's
Because
what
they're
he's trying to.
beautiful. That's what I'm attracted to.
Okay, they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And maybe, culturally, that's what, you're Black, they're Black, you want to have Black children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Little Black babies that look like me.
Little Black babies that look like you.
Not half, yeah.
You're reinforced by your family, your education, things like that. You're not even that other person you said was your friend that time. Was he Black? Now I've dated mostly Black men, but I have dated white and Hispanic.
And now Hispanic men I think are the same as Black guys. I don't really think there's any much difference. I could date a Hispanic
Hispanics
guy.
are like white. Well, it depends.
Like Puerto Rican, I could date a Puerto Rican guy.
A Black Puerto Rican or a white looking Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican, period.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's as far as I can go. And I've never dated a Puerto Rican. I have a Puerto Rican brother.
Okay. And see, this is also why my one of my best friends, she mentioned like why she said she said she like Roxanne, she prefers to be with the Black man. She wants to be with a Black man. She has dated outside of her race. And she said she's dated a couple white guys. She says she's not gonna do it again unless that person is really woke, because the last one she dated, it was like he was a male version of Karen. So yeah.
And could you imagine having to correct him all the time? Because some stuff like that you have to correct.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have to correct, see, that's like too much work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the person feels the way they do. So it's not like you can change them. That's too much work. Too much.
Yeah, that sounds like you're trying to change them into something you want instead of just trying to find what you want. Yeah.
Exactly. I can be all by myself and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And not have the headache.
What can we do, I guess, in our own community when we see an interracial couple? Do we, especially when other people start to say negative things, do we just mind our own business? Should we come to their defense? Uh, or when other, we can be in a different setting, and maybe someone says, "Oh, I date this race because of this." Do we say something about it, or do we just mind our own business?
It depends on what it is and how ignorant it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have people that say ignorant stuff.
Yeah. Because I for a fact have an issue with the Kardashians. Because I'm just like, okay. Because I feel like they're dating black men because they want to be noticed, and they're dating certain type of black men who are famous, and then now they get to have these biracial children. I feel like they're appropriating black culture, and so it's not like, oh, I just love who I love. I just feel like it's strategic.
Black men are beautiful.
I know, but am I the only one who feels that way? When you see them, you're like, how everybody got a black man? And y'all wasn't dating these black men like 10, 20, 15 years ago. But one sister get one, then you all want to get one. Heck,
That's
mama
what it
got one
seemed like.
too. The mama has one too.
I can't even be mad at them though, because I like them too.
But some of the ones that they picked, I was just like, y'all picked him? You just trying to get a biracial baby, I guess. And some, I was just like, Lamar Odom, run! Oh, Lord. And that one basketball guy, he was biracial. I saw him. I was like, he ain't not to survive with them. Mm-mm.
I don't know why anybody would really
I
mess
don't
with a
think we
Kardashian.
said what's wrong with being with them. Huh?
Nikki,
I don't understand your thinking, match to these. We were just saying, what question was that for? Yeah, I think it's money and street kid. Because even the brother tried to get with the black girl, that didn't work. But he has problems, so and he didn't want to address it. But she was playing their game better than them. Her child ended up being the only true Kardashian grandchild. I was like, damn, like trying to play the game better than them. She put a them on them. Yeah, Reggie Bush did get away, but then Reggie Bush went with a girl that looked just like Kim Kardashian. I was like, dude, are you okay, sir? Oh, you were just asking a question. No, there's nothing wrong with you choosing to be with a person. Everyone doesn't want to be married or in love. I mean, married or but it's just like I don't know. I just feel like when I see white people acting like black people, it's like you didn't grow up with black people. You didn't grow up with Hispanic people, but you trying to be better than us and getting all these praise and accolades for having our features, but not being us. And then dating black men, and they're like, "Oh, look at me and my black baby," and it's like these other black babies ain't getting this attention, ain't getting all this, you know.
Well, her butt looks
It's
terrible.
like everybody black don't want to be, and then everybody black. What's his name say? Everybody black. but don't want to be black or something like that. Everybody black. Everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. Yeah. So I'm just saying. Roxanne, you okay? You sleepy?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're not saying a lot.
I was. You didn't hear me.
Oh, okay. Anything? Anybody wants to come up on the stream to say or ask a question? My church thought that being happily single is an alternative to being married. I don't feel that everyone should be married. That's
I don't
true.
think so either.
Um, I just wish someone would tell some of these older generational people that, so they can stop asking, "Who does you bringing to Thanksgiving or Christmas? When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have children? Are you dating anybody?" Wait, she said she couldn't date you because you were black. She only likes light skinned black. What the hell? But you're brown, like in the middle of the spectrum. That's true.
What is black? Good God.
Yeah, what's black?
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. And especially in the South, they were put on a pedestal. And I think we still have that. That's why some of them can call the police and then the police comes to their aid. And that's why I had a problem with Amber Geiger when she was over there getting the hug by the brother, and then the judge is like giving her a Bible, and the what do you call it, the bailiff is touching her hair because she's crying. I'm just like, what? She is not the victim, she is the aggressor.
I told you why they were doing that, Kim.
Oh, why were they doing that?
They knew that girl. She comes in the courtroom all the time. They're co-workers.
Oh, I thought the judge just did it because she was trying to get the police union endorsement because she was running for re-election.
No, that woman has been in that courtroom several times, all the time. She was a police officer. You see the same judges, bailiffs all day long.
What about the brother of Botham Jean that hugged her?
No, I couldn't have done that. No, because I believe she shot that man on purpose because I think that he was hitting that, and he brought somebody else home and she got mad.
I was wondering about the same thing. I was wondering what they were dating or she liked him and she was trying to flirt with him and he wasn't interested or something. And she came over there and shot him
and tore it up. And she was in love. She was dicked.
And he didn't want to open the door. Like, go away.
And he probably done brought another chick home, and she saw him go in with the other chick. Got mad. That's what happened, I think. That wasn't just no accident. That's some bullshit. That was she knew what she was doing.
What about the other person who lived in the apartment complex? I think he was a witness. And then that witness guy, he ended up getting killed for a drug deal. Do you really think it was a drug deal, or was it a hit by the police? Because who comes all the way from New Orleans, or was it Lafayette, to Dallas for some weed?
Right.
To sell some weed. Like, what?
Sounds suspicious.
I'm just like, exactly, Trisha. How? How?
I have been pissy drunk, but I know where I live.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Roxanne, you want to put your email address in the chat so that people can
Oh
um
yes, yes,
email
yes.
you. Roxanne's about to start her having more videos on her channel, and she's looking for people to interview. So, are you want me to put it in, or you putting it in?
I'll put it in.
Okay. Mad Church Disease, are you coming? Are you gonna be live? Here you go. Hey, Marcellus.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say Mad Church Disease. You so crazy.
Hey, Mad Church. Hello,
You
Mad
call
Church
me by
Disease.
my name. How about that? That's hilarious. No, I didn't know if I wanted to come on because I know this is ladies' night. But I just came on here tonight to just tell Donald Trump, you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job.
So it's his friends, and
I'm
so it's
so
his
happy.
friends.
I'm so happy. I honestly just wanted to come on and say I'm very happy about the fact that that dude is up out of there now. I think we all need to be mindful and prayerful, because who knows, he's a spoiled brat and I don't know what he's
Yes,
going to do,
he is.
coming up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But we just all need to be on our P's and Q's and helping out our neighbors. Now, another thing, I wish you all would speak to your family and friends who are out there dancing in the streets and stuff and tell them to
Oh,
take themselves home. Go home. We're still in the midst of a COVID crisis.
yes,
And, I
yes.
don't like the fact that all of these people are out here in the middle of the street. And I understand they're celebrating and they're happy, but, we're hitting some record breaking COVID days.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in a stage right now where, and I know this is ladies' night, but people listen to these programs and they come by these programs. So I'm just hoping people will listen and just go in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Go in
go
the
in the house.
house.
That's all I want to say.
Act like
No,
you
but
let me see your transcript and go into your
Mhm.
house.
Yep.
no, but that chick I was dating, that were trying to talk too well anyway, Kim, she was slow because
Oh.
when she said things, well, she would say some of the dumbest things sometimes, and that's a complete turn off for me too, by the way. So she's like, so one day we was driving in the car, and we had come from a client's home or mine because I do my other job. So I'm leaving the client's home, but I took her with me. And I'm like, yeah, we got to go back to the other, black guy's house. And she's like, oh, what black guy? And I'm like, the black guy's house we just left. And she was like, oh, she says, because, I don't really date, and I guess that's her way of, telling me, getting rid of me. Because she said, I don't really date, black. And I said, well, what do you
What?
mean? I was like, because she said it just like that, which was really hilarious. She said black, like, like in a row like that. And it caught me off guard because I was like, what the
Like,
hell
what
does she
the
mean
fuck
by
is black?
yeah, like what is black? I was like, I don't even know what that is. And then she was like, yeah, because she only dates light-skinned black dudes. And I guess the reason why she only dates light-skinned black dudes is because she felt like, I guess, if she'd have had a baby with a light-skinned black dude, then the baby wouldn't come out dark-skinned. And
Oh.
so that's kind of some people's mentality. But
Oh.
I'm not really into the dating outside my race. I'm done with that. No more, no more, no more. And so I'll just put it to you that way. But I think the society puts too much pressure on you all to find somebody. And then they try to make
Mm-hmm.
you feel guilty if you're having sex and you don't, and you're not married, because then they say, okay, well, you're fornicating and all of this other stuff. Well, just by sheer numbers, you all tell us there's 7 women for every 1 man. So how many people are these folks supposed to be waiting around? Are they supposed to wait for another woman to get rid of a man before they can find one?
Exactly.
It makes no sense. The numbers aren't even there.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all I wanted to come on and say. Big ups to Joe Biden, our first African American vice president, female. She's the first female president, vice president in history. And I mean, that is amazing. So shout out to Kamala. I know a lot of people had trouble with her, but shout out to them. Shout out to all of the people that are jealous that the black people actually came out and pulled Joe Biden on through.
Yes.
It was black counties that did that. And he recognized that in his speech tonight. I was very happy to hear that.
He did that.
Yeah. And he actually even mentioned the disabled in his speech. A lot of people didn't pay very much attention to that, but he actually talked about disabled people in his speech, where he talked about we have to be a country for all Americans, and that includes the disabled. Because I know sometimes we leave out disabled people, and sometimes we have to deal with them on YouTube, when they say that their YouTube channel is the entertainment leg of their church, because you got to be disabled to say stuff like that.
Here you go.
But I'm just saying. I told you I could work
about that a little slow.
I told you I could work you in. I could work that into any conversation, Kim. I'm surprised y'all don't know. They ain't seen that by now. But anyway, but we got a lot of disabled people in our country, and we need to respect them. And we need to make provisions for our country, for people in our country like that. Now, it's not going to be an easy road, but I have to tell you, I'm going into the Biden presidency recognizing the true understanding of what America truly is. America is truly Donald Trump, Lindsey Graham, and Mitch McConnell. Right. So going forward, you have to
constantly fight against their mentality, because they don't want to. There's this piece of American pie, and they want the whole pie. And the thing is, we don't even want the whole pie. We just want our piece of a slice of it. But they don't want us to have none of it. It's just, ugh. Hey, Victory Girl.
Oh, by the way, Medina,
hey,
you guys, Roland Martin is headed to these states that we are going to be dealing with. I don't know. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to be rolling out to some of these states where they're going to have these runoff campaigns. So he's going to actually be heading to these states. So, I really think if we can swing the House, the Senate, ladies and gentlemen, that puts Joe Biden in a better position. And I think we all need to do our part, and I might need to swing a couple of dollars in those directions for those campaigns, because I really feel like, they put in some work down there, especially ground game. Shout out to Stacey Abrams for the work that she did.
In Georgia, and I don't,
shout out to Stacey, because you got to give it up to her. She put in the work. And that's one of the reasons why they were able to do what they've done, so I give her a great shout out for that. There was something else I wanted to tell y'all before I let y'all go tonight. Of course, it's political.
I was trying to not to scoot you all. I was trying to the reason why I was going early was because so that we can all go and watch Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live tonight.
Oh, well, I might have to do that. But you guys get it a couple hours earlier than I do, so I don't get to see it until late.
It comes on in Central Standard Time. It's 10:30, but in Eastern Standard Time it's 11:30.
Yeah, I won't get to see it.
If we can get the Senate, definitely.
Yeah. So just be
Georgia
working on that.
Runoff. So if
y'all do me a favor, if you need it.
Go ahead.
If y'all need a good laugh, go read the president's tweets. They have been keeping me cracking up. And
the ones that got censored.
Yeah, even those, because they'll let you view it. You hit the view button on the side.
Yeah, you gotta hit the view button.
Yeah, it'll let you see what he actually typed. Lord have mercy. That darn Donald Trump is hilarious.
Lord. I won a lot.
He was tweeting earlier, but he thinks he won by a whole landslide. He thinks he won.
He thinks he won a lot.
Yeah, he said it's the most votes ever cast for a president, over 77 million. He just don't recognize they wasn't cast for him.
Can you put them in the chat, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'll put him in there. But the man is so funny. He just cracks me up. You know, he really cracks me up, you guys. I mean, he just really cracks me up. And you know, we love Kimberly, everybody. So I want y'all to understand something. We may fuss and argue, but we love each other. And Kimberly is the most hilarious person. Y'all need to understand. Kimberly is funny without even knowing she's funny.
I don't even trying to be sometimes.
Right. She's like one of those people that she'll say something and to her it's just like normal. But to the rest of us, we're sitting there and we just automatically start laughing. And she has no clue why we're cracking up. And that's what makes it so funny. But you know, and we want everybody, to know, especially Daryl, because Daryl and I, we had our conversation. We all support Kim. We know she interrupts us. We love Kim regardless, and we love Kim. We're not one of those people. We ain't beating up on Kim. We love Kim. So, it is what it is. And we love Terry as well. We like all of you that listen, but if y'all get frustrated with us, just know, we're human beings too. We ain't perfect. We trying to get it the best. But he about to lose his job now.
And his friends.
I got a couple questions for y'all though, but they're political. So how long do you all think it's gonna take Melania to divorce him? Now I'm gonna tell you my theory.
Paper is gonna be served in January, and if he keeps this shit up, it's gonna be served before Christmas.
6 months.
Yeah, that's what I said, Roxanne. I said I'd give her 6 months. Within the 6-month time period. Now here's another thing that Daryl and I had a conversation about. You all know, because he has all of these open cases, y'all got to keep in mind, if he gets convicted of any of these crimes, he loses his presidential pension, he loses the Secret Service detail, and he becomes a felon. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of months, because he's probably sweating bullets because he's got to go to court.
He in trouble.
Yeah, he got a lot of cases, Kim. And Kim, you might want to research this and look this up. But he's got a lot of women who were suing him for sexual harassment, and for that one lady, that one case. The judge said that one lady could continue with her case even while he was the president. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. With
Bill Clinton, he was still having cases when he was president.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting, and so I'm kind of sitting in the wings trying to wait to see what they're going to do. I wish Melania the best down in Florida, because that's where they're going to have their residence, is down in Florida. So it's going to be an interesting situation. But for the two of you, here's my question for the two of you. What should Joe Biden, other than the coronavirus, what should be the first order of business within the first 90 days of his presidency? What should he be trying to do?
Look at those executive orders that Donald Trump did and reverse them.
Healthcare, stimulus.
Yep. Healthcare.
Okay. Now, when you say healthcare, because right now he can expand on Obamacare, but I mean, those Senate folks are going to be, if he doesn't flip the Senate, then they're going to be fighting him tooth and nail.
I just want him to make sure that he keeps the pre-existing conditions clause, and the clause where your children can stay on till they're 26.
Right.
Yeah, those stuff like that. I hope he just makes sure that that's still in place.
All right. Now, Christine Parks, he did have to pay $25 million back. He had to give all that money back for that fake university. So that money had to go back already. Okay, so Medina says COVID stimulus package. Now wait a
Oh,
minute.
I know. Give them kids back to their goddamn parents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That is
That's
true.
but the thing is, Kim, they don't know where their folks' parents are. They
We'll
don't
line
know
Oh
them
where
up and
Lord.
put them on TV every so often so people can see these children.
DNA test. Come down here. We think you think your child is down here. We need to
Right.
reunite y'all.
We'll do a
Okay.
DNA to make sure that the child belongs to you.
Oh, all right. Because I know one thing. I don't want to see them damn Sally Struthers commercials like
Oh
they used
Lord,
to
here
do back
you
in the day.
go.
I'm just saying though, I don't want to be looking at the TV every 5 minutes of somebody singing "In the Arms of an Angel." I don't want. I don't want to hear the commercials, but that's a very good point, Kim. Maybe we should tweet that to Joe Biden. So everybody needs to. I think the kids is huge, so that's one thing
Mm-hmm.
that I'd like them to do.
And they
The
need to
COVID
get them
thing.
out of that facility
Christine,
and put them in
stop. It's
foster
not.
care.
When was the last time we don't even have milk cartons that stop, Christine?
We do have milk cartons. People
The-
just we don't buy them. You don't, and
We
I
don't
don't buy them, but they
exactly.
use
We
milk
don't.
cartons still.
I'm still buying milk cartons
Yeah, people still buy milk cartons,
because
Kim.
I
We're gonna
buy
put the
the
children on a milk
lactate,
carton,
the
and they got
lactate free.
online website out here, Christine.
Yeah, but he's already working on the COVID task force. I'm hoping he will keep Dr. Fauci.
Yes.
I think
He
Donald
he should
Trump
have
is going
called
to
Dr.
fire him.
Fauci already.
Yeah, he
Like
has, but
you like Fauci. You got me. I got you. Let's do
Donald
this.
is going to probably fire Dr. Fauci within the next 30 days. I see that
But I
coming.
thought he
I,
wasn't
I,
like technically an employee though.
well, he's not, but he can move him from his post. He can remove him from his post,
Uh.
and because he's the president.
Mhm.
And now, Roxanne, this is a question for you, for all my law enforcement people. Attorney General Barr, does he stay within the next couple of months, or is he gone?
Get
I
the
don't
hell
know
over
him.
there.
I'd have to look into that. I don't even know who he is.
Oh, okay. He's the lawyer. He's the Attorney General, the one Department of, I'm sorry, no, I'm messing it up. Department of Justice,
He needs to go.
DOJ. Yeah,
Who appointed him? Did Trump appoint him?
Yes.
Trump did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of Trump's people need to go.
And
All of his
because all of them
people.
probably got COVID anyway. You
All
got
of
to
his people
go.
need to go. They need to call in a whole, he needs to appoint people to those positions and get rid of all of Trump's people because they definitely not going to have his best interests in mind.
Mm-mm.
Now, what I would like to see, because since Barbara brought it up, every couple of years, there's a couple of things that we need to get cemented, and we may need to ratify our Constitution to do it. The first thing is the Voting Rights Act. I don't think that Black people or people in general we should not have to keep coming back every 25 years to beg somebody to give us the right to vote. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be a ratification in the Constitution that simply solidifies the fact that we have our rights to vote just like every other citizen. That's the
Mm-hmm.
And
first.
felons should have the right to vote as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, once they pay their debt to society,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But y'all don't understand what they're doing is they're adding fines that are ridiculous.
Which is basically a poll tax, which is actually
Yes,
a
that
amendment
shit should
against
be
that.
illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is.
but they want that. Well, Roxanne, what you're talking about then is you want it to be federal. It needs to be federal law because what they're doing is they're making it a state by state case basis.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And it shouldn't be like that.
Right. And the other thing, Barbara, you brought up in the chat, we need to also write something in our Constitution that no president can get rid of Social Security and Medicare. We need to stop allowing these people to threaten Social Security and Medicare because you pay into Social Security.
Right.
And if
so how are you going to take it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because the way Donald Trump, and the reason why Donald Trump is not there, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Those white people were paying attention to the crap he was talking about when it came to Social Security. They were paying attention. Now, a lot of other people were not, but them folks were paying attention. And I'm really shocked the way the folks in Florida voted because, there's a whole lot of, retirees down there. And I don't know what they were thinking because he was going to. Yeah, he was gonna gut Social Security, so I don't know what the heck they were thinking. But it's a great night for our country. I think all of your Trump supporters on your Facebook timeline, remind them, go ahead and remind them that Jesus is still Lord, and let them know that we did have a little talk with the angels, and tell Paula White that they were redirected towards Joe Biden. And they went and striked and striked and striked and strike, and Kamana Hana Mahamana, he coming in a Honda.
Man, how many grits?
Yeah, okay. And we redirected our ancestors to Joe Biden. So it's a wonderful night for our country. And I'm just praying for us as a nation. Hopefully too many people don't act up or act a fool. But I thank you for giving me a moment to speak on you guys' platform tonight. I love
You're so
y'all.
welcome.
Love you too, Marcellus.
All right. Good night.
Good
night. Any last words, Roxanne?
Nope. Everyone have a good rest of your weekend. And if you would like to share your story, please drop me a line. And you can do it anonymously if you like.
Thanks, that would be great, because some people might be ready to talk, but not
they
ready
don't want
to.
Their face all over.
They don't
want
their face or their name.
Right.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go check out Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live, and I'll see you in the A-Team chat, Roxanne.
All right, darling.
Thank
Everybody.
y'all for being understanding of me being late tonight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. It's late, it's night, and we're feeling right. Oh, yes, it's late. It's night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Bye.
Bye-bye.